MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome to the Big Small Business Show, the show for all our entrepreneurs out there making a difference, making a life, making a legacy. In studio with us today, we've got Greg Majeng. He is the founder and CEO of Maikemisetso Events. Let's take a look.
My name is Greg Majeng. I'm the CEO of Maikemisetso Events. Our core business is events management. We curate events from corporates, government, and domestic or individuals. We managed a resort at some point in our business journey, and through that, we had challenges of, curating events for our clients because we would source in people to come and do it, and due to that frustration, we ended up, trying it ourselves, and we learned until we finally got it right. And that's how this events management company, was formed. So we started doing kiddies events, parties, baby showers, small, concerts here and there. And from there, the love of eventing was born. The biggest government event we've done was for 15,000 people, where we hosted the president and his ministers. We started with a team of 4, and that was the first one in Kuruman. And as soon as we started now branching into fully fledged events management company, then we then appointed departmental managers. So we've got 6 permanently appointed managers, and that each one has got an assistant, and then from there we use now temporary staff. So we have since grown to, I can say 18 now and then, but it gets reduced to 15 at times. So we've got an office here in Johannesburg, we've got one in Kimberley, one in Kuruman, then we've got one in Rustenburg in the Northwest, then we've got one in Bloemfontein, the Free State, then we've got one in Tebeja in the Eastern Cape, and then one in the Western Cape. You can imagine running all these offices, having administrators in them, and then your management is sitting in, like for example, it's me and the director here, and then the remainder is sitting in the Northern Cape. So at times getting them to, unite against one goal and constantly, checking them as to how aligned are they? Are they still on track or not? It's not as easy. So for everyone to be aligned, we're using an app called ClickUp, where now on each Monday we have a meeting with all departmental managers, the regional admins and stuff. So there we get to have a bigger picture of the entire organization, because there are certain milestones or certain KPIs that are set for each one of them. So when we come back, as and when the milestones are reached or the KPIs are reached, everyone can see, and you can see what everyone is doing when, because as they update, we get it on our phones, it's mobile, it's on the laptop, so we get to see if one is working on a weekend, whenever, we get to see that. So it's actually a multi-pronged thing to say, how does one then get this complex strategy, make it as simple as possible for everyone to follow, and for me as well as the leader to keep them accountable on this strategy.
Welcome, Greg.
Thank you, Allon.
So, Maikemisetso Events, what does Maikemisetso mean?
Maikemisetso means intentions.
Intentions,
yes.
Right. And what are the intentions of Maikemisetso Events? What are your intentions?
My intentions is to curate memorable events to our customers.
Okay. So It's interesting that it's about intentions, which is about a future state. You intend to do something in the future. So, which brings me to the concept of vision. Have you got for the company? Have you got a documented vision? Not a vision statement, but a vision that you have documented in some way.
Yes, we do.
Okay. And how's it? Is it written as a document? Is it written as a graphic? How's it presented? Your vision?
It's written as more of a graphic,
Okay.
in a PowerPoint form where it's easier for my team to visualize and remember at all times.
Okay. And so, just give me a sense of: is it a visual, and this is where we're going to go over the next 5 years or 10 years? Just give me a sense of what that graphic looks like.
Yeah. Well, how it looks like, it's actually from where we started.
Yes.
What just one small team regionally in the Northern Cape, and the plan was to expand and become a national player. So we started being, infiltrating the province, and then from the province we tested the national market.
Yes.
Where we now moved into Gauteng as the center.
Yes.
And started spreading to other provinces, like for example, being into the Free State, Northwest, Western Cape, and PE.
Okay, is that where you are now?
Yes.
So what's the future? Because that's the present and past.
Yeah. Well, the future is to work more on corporate events. Mainly we expanded via government footprint, but now we want to get a footing into your corporate world, because that's where it's actually the money is, or the market is.
Okay.
Yes.
A weird question to follow on vision is: do you have departments in the business? How many staff do you have?
I've got 7 permanent.
Yes.
And then we've got, in each province, we've got an administrator.
Yes.
And then we've got freelancers. As and when there's an event, then they would accompany the team wherever it is. And then when we get into those areas, we then get, temporary laborers around the areas, because in most cases we're forced to get people in the regions that we're operating in.
Okay, so your question was really around how do you keep your team accountable to deliver on the company's strategy. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, I'll have more questions for Greg, so stay tuned.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.